Hello everybody, my name is ANDAY. Welcome to another video. This is Marvel Studios Thunderbolts teaser trailer, only in theaters, May 2025. Now, if you're like me, you've kept up since the Marvel universe since when it really got like up there, you know? Like for me it was when I really got super into it would be probably around the first Thor movie. I would say that's like the first you know Marvel movie I got to see in theaters. Either that one or I think it was the Hulk, but I'm not 100%. But I do know that I did see Captain America in theaters. I thought that was really good. And most of the Marvel movies I feel have been pretty good. Even if, let's say some of the more recent projects haven't been regarded as the best by a certain field of people, I would say for a certain few people, most people. I would say I enjoyed them. I try not to be overly negative, and if I really enjoy something, like I find something very enjoyable to me personally, I will. I try my best to see how they. I understand how they would feel about it, but like for me personally, I feel that if I enjoyed it and if I thought it was enjoyable to me, I would look at it positively. So like some of the more recent Marvel MCU projects that some people would say that it wasn't the best or even terrible. I would say you know what, I feel that's different for me. That's different from my point of view, and we're here to see a different point of view. We're here to see the Thunderbolts. So when this was announced, I'm pretty sure everyone was like, oh look, they want to be Suicide Squad so bad. And I feel like it's different because this was its own like thing before SS. You know what I'm saying? And like even then, I'm pretty sure everyone's like, okay, so like I'm just saying, everyone didn't really bring that up until like we had the that movie, and then other than the first movie from 2016. So like like I really watched that movie before I saw the one by James Gunn. The one that was by, was it David Ayer or something like that? I probably said his name Ayer, something like that. I watched that movie right before I saw that one, and honestly, I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was pretty good. I like heard it was the worst movie ever, the worst DC movie, the worst anything superhero, and then I watched it and I was like, it wasn't that bad though. But yeah, that's just, again, that's all on me. If you feel your way towards a certain movie, if you feel a certain you know what I'm saying, like if you feel a certain way towards a certain thing, and it's hits that point for you that you're like, okay, this is really how I feel about it, then that's okay. That's perfectly valid. If that's how you feel about it, then that's all right. This, how I feel about certain things, is valid too. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a bad take from me. So yeah, this is the Thunderbolts, and now this lineup, it will include from what I can remember, I believe it was Red Guardian, who was based, uh Yelena, who was also based, who is Taskmaster, who from what was assumed, it worked for me at least. The the plot twist regarding them worked for the purpose of that film. And who else is in this lineup? Bucky, of course, always based. We love Bucky. Hopefully he doesn't die in this movie. um, okay, yeah, and then John Walker, who I will admit, he is a different kind of character where he's like a character you love to hate, and especially in that one scene, like, well, bro, he was crazy in that scene, and he became a U.S. agent, which is pretty good. That looked a good look for him, I would say. And then we have Ghost, who she was really great in the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie, which that's another movie I really like that others don't like, but it's okay. Like, I feel that it did all that it would, and it's at the end of the day, that was a comedy. It was a superhero comedy, a very specific genre of movie in the midst of Infinity War. So you have to give it a little. You have to give it a little break. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that's how that worked. Who else was in this? I think that's it. Unless I'm forgetting someone rather. And they're in this trailer, and but also apparently there was rumors, I guess, of people of certain members who was going to be joining this, which would have been who is what's his name, Zemo. Rumors of Zemo joining, which, and again, if you watch Falcon Winter Soldier, or sorry, Captain America and Winter Soldier, he lived at the end and was like, just chilling back in his home in the raft. And yeah, like even though he was in the raft, he still had some power over people. That's why his what was his butler guy? He blew up that remaining area of bad super soldiers. So like, he still has some level of influence outside of the raft. And he also got his mask, which really, he looked really great in it. He looks great in it with or without the mask, but it's fine. But yeah, like apparently he's not in this, which I mean, is okay with me, really. I guess he's more of a tactician kind of guy. And also another one said who was gonna be here was Abomination, which I feel like he could have been in here. Like he's been popping up in really good projects recently. There's Shang-Chi with his really great revamped look, and I feel it's a good blend of his comic appearance plus like the appearance he had in was it Incredible Hulk, where he was all spine and such. And I felt like it was a good blend because even back then there was people who were like, oh, it was a good design, but it's not comic accurate. Which I mean, I would agree, but it's also like a good design overall. But the new design that he has is really good, I would say, and also that he can like switch in and out of it, which is also cool. And it's something that was learned in She-Hulk, which is also a good show, I would say. I enjoyed that one thoroughly. Anyways, yeah, apparently he's 19 year also, which I kind of get, to be honest. They want to have a group of characters that really match each other on like a small time level. Like I would say the most powerful here being either Bucky or John Walker or even Ghost, because well, even Taskmaster kinda, but we don't know what the deal is with them because like presumably she doesn't have her mask anymore that gave her the power to reflect and copy abilities, or not abilities but like fighting styles. So like it's presumable what's going to go on with her unless she like learned how to do that on her own without the use of technology. But even that, it is still unique to her, and she still did all those things. So like she's still a taskmaster. She'll put you on task. So yeah, that's I would say it fits for these, especially if we're gonna go in against I believe it's a Century, Marvel Superman. So that they're definitely the underdogs for this movie, whatever the plot may be. So anyways, that was my brief synopsis about the Thunderbolts. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and join me next time for the trailer. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna watch the trailer right now. Let me just check some things here. Yeah, there we go. Alright. We're gonna watch the Thunderbolts, the Marvel Thunderbolt teaser trailer. If you like this video, please tell me, what are your thoughts on the Thunderbolts trailer? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Tell me why. I would really enjoy looking at your comments. Please comment. So yeah, we're here with the Thunderbolts trailer, a teaser trailer, only in theaters. Great. So yeah, was it 30 minutes? Okay, 30 minutes, 3 minutes. All right, so here we have Yelena. She is at some apartments. All right, no. You know what? This isn't time for a trailer analysis. This is time for trailer reaction. Let's get into it. About Thunderbolts teaser trailer, and let's start the reaction in 3, 2, 1, and play.
I click leave on porch. Your subordinates will be reported to DoorDash HQ.
Alexi, it's me. Open up.
Alexi. Hey.
Milena? Helena!
Hi, Dad.
Aww.
Sorry about the wait. It was on important call. Highly classified. Lot of work. Many irons in fire.
You feel fulfilled?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so full. So field. But why do you ask this? What brings you here?
Ooh.
There's
That's a good
something
transition.
wrong with me.
Oh,
An emptiness. I'm just
Bucky.
drifting. And I don't have purpose. I
a
thought
kid?
throwing myself into work was the answer.
Was that a guinea pig? Ooh. Information.
When your feet are in the air, your head
Ooh.
Oh no.
Who are you?
I'm Bob.
Hey.
Who sent you, Bob?
Nobody. You were all sent?
Everyone here has done bad things. Shadow ops. Robbing government labs. Contract kills.
Yeah, so?
So, someone wants us gone. What the hell?
We're brought up with this belief that there are good guys and there are bad guys.
What's the plan?
This could get messy.
But eventually, you come to realize that there are bad guys and there are worse guys and nothing else. Look at you. So adorable.
Okay.
Don't worry, she's bulletproof. What happened to bulletproof? It's bulletproof-ish.
Is that Bucky?
That's not good.
Okay. Looks great. Okay. Wow. That was a. I love the music that they used here. I know it mostly as it was inside my mind, you know, from what was that movie? Malignant. That was a great movie. You know, no spoilers for that movie, but like that was a really really good movie. And this one, I assure you, from what we see, it seems to be the case of it being another great movie. Okay, so, yeah, so the plot is mostly what seems to be like someone is tracking them down and trying to take him out. Well, because Bob was in the little container thing, and then all the doors close, and then a furnace builds up, and that's something straight out of like FNAF Pizza Simulator, you know, where they try to close all the doors, and then the furnace starts up. That's pretty insane. I assume the others weren't sent just to be in there, unless you know they were sent. You know, it was a situation of they were all sent there to be incinerated, but after some situations, they were then sent or brought in by others to assemble and be able to take out, you know, whoever the big bad is, whether it is or not Century, because that seems to be the case with Bob here. But like, you know, it could either be okay. Bob is the antagonist, but he's not the big bad villain. The big bad villain could be anybody else that we know of. And again, like, you know, this is also something because it's a teaser trailer. We don't know if Abomination or Zima are even in here. You know, like we don't even know if they're involved. Plus, like, you know, if we did, do you think they would bring us to it in the trailer, the teaser? I don't think they would. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's just a situation of, okay, we have to wait and see, and literally wait and see until May 2025, because this looks really good. I'm vibing with whatever they're putting down. Like, this is a really good trailer. And also, really great, combination of characters that, from what we know, like they're pretty much part of the few, villains that survive their movies. Well, even villains are like, antagonists or side characters, because like, most of the majority of them die either by the main villain or other circumstances or by their hubris. But yeah, like it doesn't really bother me all much if you know sometimes some villains have to their story ends when at the end of their movies. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, uh, and most times really, they can be explored through other medias. Like for example, this Thunderbolts we're getting here with these characters, which is crazy because like there's still like so many of apparently like Thunderbolts. It was said, at least what I think, it was said to be named after Thunderbolt Ross, the Red Hulk guy, um, Harrison Ford. Uh, but apparently that's not the case. It was only named very similarly. And also, Thunderbolts. What I know mostly of them as is I think I think Phoenix was in it. Like this, the team I'm picturing, I had Phoenix was in it. Uh, she was a different character, not Jean Grey, I don't think. And Venom, he's also in it. He portrayed he didn't look like it most of the time, but he like had his body morphed into black suit Spider-Man. And it wasn't our Venom, unfortunately. It was Matt Gargan who portrayed Venom in there. And also the one you probably most recognize is Norman Osborn. It's very obvious why he is probably not involved here. Well, I mean, if he would be involved, I doubt they'd go Green Goblin routes for this universe's Goblin, but they would probably go. I'm not sure if they would go Iron Patriot because that's kind of what War Machine was back in, well, back in and even recently in Endgame. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Like like even back then, I kind of was like, "What? They have Iron Patriot? War Machine is Iron Patriot? That's totally Norman Osborn's deal." But like it made sense for that movie, and it makes sense for obviously why they couldn't use Norman Osborn for that at the time, or I guess not even now recently, but like they would have to get permission from Sony, and you know how that is. So like maybe they could do that later down the line. I could see Iron Patriot being done by a Norman Osborn in the future MCU. I feel like they could do it, you know? Okay, so let's go to the analysis. So here we have Yelena, who is knocking by. Yeah, he clicks leave on porch. Apparently he's ordering DoorDash. Which is great. It's nice to see DoorDash HQ. It's great to see him back again, Alexi. And he's doing pretty good here. He's living in an apartment. Nice couch. Some bowl of, I assume, either soup or cereal. Light bulb there, motorcycle going on there, whatever that is. Like some sort of material. And the bottle. Yeah, he's doing pretty great. If this is like way after obviously Black Widow and Endgame, where I will also say Black Widow is also a good movie. I feel like it was really good. And there's nothing to say about Endgame that's already been said by many, many people. Is a fine piece of cinema. Yeah, but it seems like he's doing good even after the unfortunate, very unfortunate demise of Black Widow. R.I.P. But yeah, like it seems like he's doing pretty good here. He's got his own place, his own apartment. He's doing pretty good. He's living not bad. Got some. What does this say? Past due. Oh, okay, maybe not the best. His rent is already past due. Rent to rent, and I like how bro brushes his teeth like this. But he puts that on his finger, and then brushes his teeth, and then fills his mouth with water, which it's kind of gross because you're using soap on your mouth, bro. That doesn't taste good. I would know. But then he opens up and says, "Hey," and honestly, he looks pretty good. And something I don't know actually, was it ever shown if he did get the super soldier serum in either Black Widow or like before that? Was it ever said that he got the super soldier serum? And he's as Captain America or even John Walker. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I assume he can hold his own. Obviously, we've seen in Black Widow, but, like, you know, would he able to be holding his own that well? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, it's a lot closer. I assume he has, like, his suit, like, behind the couch or somewhere. But yeah, how do you classify? He's great. I missed you, Alexi. Obviously, he's being played by David Harbour, who was in the great show, Stranger Things. That of which he is one of the best, let's say, cast members there. For, let's say, a multitude of reasons. But yeah, Mary Irons and Fire. Which I assume means he irons a lot. But yeah, like, Elena's back, missing him, and I see he looks great. He looks great. I assume this is really their first meeting after so long, because it does feel like it. But yeah, also we got this really great type of card, or not even just logo, and then even then it goes upwards slowly with the door, which is great. Like, this is something you see in very high production projects, which undoubtedly so. This is definitely, but yeah, there's something wrong with her. So what does this mean? Does this mean there's something going on with the Black Widow stuff, or is there something else? Otherwise, I'm very curious. Or does she mean, like, mentally? Like, she keeps wanting to go into danger? Which that probably could be the case, I assume. And empty. Okay, never mind. And yeah, I assume the emptiness is, of course, based off of, you know, an emptiness of not doing, like, Black Widow work, I assume. And here we have the great Bucky Barnes, who, interestingly, he doesn't seem to have his arm here. Which I guess it would make sense for him to be in such a light here. He would take off his arm, you know, his vibranium arm to approach, because it does look a little skinnier than his other arm over here. And yeah, here we have John Walker, who looks, I guess it is true that the super soldier serum in Captain America was Soldier, it was made to look slimmer, so that's why it was made to look not as buff as original Cap, so that's why he looks so toned down here. And apparently he's doing just fine here. It's either with his baby or babysitting another baby, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I can't remember if if it was said he had a kid, but I can't recall. But yeah, fall of a hero. A few have fallen for grace, and the fugitive heir to the mantle of Captain America, John Walker. Not long ago, Walker was thrust into the public consciousness with all the fanfare Washington can muster. Get notifications on updated his story. Roy Buron. He pinned the message. Scroll up. Let's see what he says. The story of what went wrong starts long before his... They put double spaces there, I think. Long before his unveiling as a few short years ago. While no one could doubt the boats of Steve Rogers were big ones to fill by any man's standards, Walker did seem to fit the bill. A decorated combat veteran from the Army Rangers? Rangers? Okay, there's more, but you can't read it. Okay, yeah, he is married. I thought looking at myself in the work was the answer. Well, definitely not. I assume this was caused by her doing. She's holding a guinea pig. I assume they were doing experiments on them or something like that, and she grabbed one of them, let the others escape, and then grabbed one for herself to help. Or they were just doing experiments on solely the one. And yeah, this scene is great. Straight up Iron Man 2 vibes of Black Widow taking people out, which is great. But also, I can't remember, did she take people out with guns in that movie, or did she just give them the good old knockout punch? Because I can't forget. But yeah, she does definitely shoot them here, which is based. They're as bad as to say. But yeah, like, it seems to be this was the area before that, because now she's entering somewhere else, and there's a rock in here. This is interesting. Interesting decorations. Okay, it is part of the same room, because It lights up. Okay, so they're gonna go into this little like warehouse kind of deal, where Bob is just chilling in a crate back there. Yeah, like this seems to be. And man, she looks great. Look at all those ear piercings. She's great. Like she's pretty good. Okay, here's some information. I can't read it, but it's probably something that'll. Okay, so we have faces there. Are these faces of test subjects to whatever is going on with Bob? What does it say? Blank original. Please do not release. Oh. Oh, does that say Bob or something? Bob or it says I can't read that. It says please do not release. So does that mean do not release information? Does that do not release Bob? Because he's too dangerous? What does this mean? And this seems to be the plans for the area they're in. Because you got the big circular around the little room. That seems to be yeah, do not release. Interesting. Oh, we got the Sentry logo. It's already right there. Okay, so this is about these look here, these are what they were working on for Sentry for logos. So you got this here, then you got this here, which is I assume the power output that the others were able to do, because you got one guy is the highest, and I assume that is Sentry. But yeah, this is interesting. I don't know Sentry origins. If you couldn't tell, so I'm just making assumptions at this point. It's fine, but yeah. Here we see Agent Walker strolls up in his U.S. agent suit, which either he was sent by the same person or a different person, and they just happened to storm the place at the same time. Which I don't doubt either could be the case. But yeah, like it's nice to show that they definitely are pretty matched. And you got Taskmaster here. Gives him a kick of a lifetime. And he definitely would, or she would definitely be a match for them, because, you know, her deal is all about, you know, mimicking, fighting skills. And, like, her new costume is pretty good. I don't mind the last one with the blue and the, you know, orange, but this one's also just as blue and orange with the black up here and black hoodie, but also the white face, resembling more of a skull here than the previous one, which, you know, certain countries don't allow skull imagery, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. And I think they did hit a pretty good base here. Like, this was pretty good. I'm not sure if I like it more than the one in Black Widow, though, but it's definitely up there. But yeah, she's whips out her, what looks like a baton, but also, like, has a thing at the end. So that's interesting. And, you know, here we have Ghost back here, which we haven't seen much of her lately. All we saw was her going back with Lawrence Fishburne, Giant Man, Goliath, who was with Goliath in at the end of Ant-Man and Wasp. So, like, who knows where she was going on. But I like her costume, too. Also, all black with the white face and little, like, lights in her like, cheeks area. That's a pretty good suit, I would say. It does look very similar to what Taskmaster was given, so maybe they were both given the same suits by a different or similar-esque thing. But I like how she also has a shield, too. But yeah, like, she's probably the only one that could dodge Taskmaster effectively. But like this, Yelena throws a knife at her, and she phases, but she catches the knife. And that's straight Mirio level permeance, or whatever you call. What was it called? His quirk was something like that, permeance or something like that. It was what was it's something cool that starts with P. That's, yeah. Permeation. Allows them to become intangible, letting him pass through any tangible matter. He fades through walls of the ground, as well as let enemy attacks pass through him harmlessly. So yeah. Unfortunately, Ghost, you're not as great as he is in permeance because you can't face to the ground. Well, I mean, she can sort of. She can face through floors, but it seems to be the case with not the ground. And yeah, I like how he catches it too. And yeah, while these two go to fight, he goes to stab her. But she has her widow's gauntlets on, which is cool. So yeah, while they're all fighting, all that, then I think this is when Bro shows up. He just was in a crate and then he pops out. And they all turn to look at him. Which, is that Yuli? That's not Taskmaster, I don't think. That's just her with her hoodie, or her mask off. And then Bro looks, yeah, he definitely was a result of some sort of testing, because even then he's all, like, completely dismissive. And yeah, we have a ghost actress back. I forget her name, but she looks great. Yeah, he's Bob. And they're all like, feels like, who the heck is Bob? And yeah, he's like, hey, you were all sent? And then the doors close, which I assume this is either for him or maybe just for her. But yeah, it seems like something's going on if that's the case with all the doors closing. So that's interesting. But yeah, it seems like whatever that case, that doesn't seem to work because you have these guys strolling in with super like laser level like sniper rifles, or not even sniper rifles, but just whatever. But yeah, I assume, does she have a guinea pig here? This is what she was going after. Okay, she has a vial of something. What is this? Is this super soldier serum? Is this red Hulk blood? Is this blood of something super dangerous? Yeah, she definitely clocks this guy. Then destroys him by slamming him on the ground. And yeah, this is cool. She's like a bow and arrow. That's definitely cool. Which you don't expect from her. You expect it from Taskmaster. But yeah, someone wants them gone. And whether or not Bob likes it, Bob is also a part of it. Just chilling here. So you got her here. I assume this is Ghost checking out the pulse of Taskmaster, because she doesn't seem to be around for this part. But yeah, the lights turn off and the red lights, and this is really cool. It also hits with the music, and we have a timer here. Why'd I just set it off to go? But yeah, I feel like if it does go off, most of these people will probably not make it, except for maybe Ghost. She'll just phase, but Bob probably is gonna be fine either way. If he's Marvel Superman. Okay, yeah, here she is. So she does wake back up. Yeah, I assume this is her reaction after watching Bob do some crazy thing. Like maybe he flicks the wall and then it immediately disperses. Okay, so here we have Elaine, or not, what's her name? Sophia or something like that? Oh, this is a thing in New York. Whatever this says. Heroes. Something going through Heroes. Battle of New York. Is that like a baton or something like that? Oh, I think it's the little things, the rifles, right? That the Chitauri were using. Got things here. Over here also. And then this display with Loki's scepter. It looks like they just turned the light off. But yeah, obviously the stone that was in here is definitely missing. But yeah, this thing was going through crazy places though. Because like, first of all, it was given to Loki by Thanos. It was taken from Loki and given to S.H.I.E.L.D. Someone in, I think it was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. took it, and then they gave that scepter to Hydra. What was his name? Like Trask something? Or Stryker? Somebody there. And then it was taken by the Avengers, Tony, and then taken from them by Ultron, and then from Ultron it was, well, taking the stone out and then put into Vision. So I guess it makes sense that this thing would just still be in a truck or a hospital somewhere in wherever he first did that removing the stone and putting it into a body. Whatever the saying was. But you also have this big chunk over here. I just noticed it. Is that like a piece of debris or something? A part of or is it a Leviathan tooth? Because you can see a little bit of white down here. That'd be cool. But yeah, you have her here, which her name is Valerie. What am I talking about? Sophia. Who, yeah, she's great. Well, we learned she's not very great in Black Panther Battle or Wakanda Forever because she did some stuff. But she was married to Ross, or Ross's kid, I think. Yes. But yeah, Bucky here looking swag as ever. Was bow tie, classic, his hair down. Well, he let his hair grow out, which is very base. We like long hair. But yeah, he's running through. Somebody's running through. So, oh yeah, Lelena. She burst through a wall. Ooh, we have Ghost here. Trying to prevent her falling by using a knife. Okay, so here's Bob. I assume after he breaks out of wherever he breaks out of. And he just looks very dismissive. Giving me vibes of, what was his name? What's his name? The guy from Gen V. It was something. I can't remember his name, but he was also great. Here, Gen V cast. Sam! He looks like Sam here. He gives me vibes of Sam. We love Sam, except for, never mind, that's spoilers. But yeah, he looks great here. Definitely having the impenetrable look here with all these bullet holes and explosion hole, I guess. He has a pocket too. What's in his pocket? But yeah, and then they open fire more, and obviously that'll probably very much not do anything. But yeah. Hey, and Bucky. He uses a dishwasher to wash his arm. That's funny, but also kind of efficient, because, like, where else are you gonna... Ooh, and it's steamy, too. Look at that. Look at that. I want to touch it. I want to feel the steamy hot metal of his arm. I don't know how else to say that. But yeah, then he puts it back on. And man, he looks great. Eating some, what is it, beans? Food here. He looks great. We love you, Bucky. I really hope he doesn't die in this movie. But yeah, what's the plan? And he's here with Walker. Be careful who you assemble, which is, I think, a great tagline. But yeah, she has something here. Things could get messy. And she has this. So I'm wondering what this is. Whatever vial may be in here. Is those syringes? They look like syringes. Like, you see the little like pointy thingy, and then the little vial or whatever. I'm curious what that is. If it is at all relevant to whatever is going on in this movie. But yeah, I'm very curious what's going on here. And yeah, Walker just slams this guy and drags him across. And you see Red Guardian back there. Look at him. He looks great. Amazing. And yeah, John Walker's crazy. Yeah, be careful who you assemble. And here we have Bucky here. Base as ever. He shoots this. That makes the chain fall down. Then he slows down. Which, good vibes of Civil War where he's using that bike. And then he grabs the chain. And then he yanks it. And it makes the whole car flip. That is some impressive strength in just one arm. Well, one arm and back muscle, which, you know, you kind of don't expect the vibranium arm to be as strong as his regular arm. But yeah, actually, this is a good question. How much is military? How much does military... I have to word this right, otherwise I get on watch list. How much does military cars weigh? Here we go. Not reading that because it's AI. Mass. 5,200 to 5,000 to 900 pounds. Wow. That's pretty heavy. His then that's just his metal arm. Well, metal vibranium arm. That's apparently strong enough to do that because, you know, at least from what I used to get, I would assume his metal arm isn't as strong as his natural super soldier serum body. And is it me or does Bucky have... He has either shades on or he has the black eyeliner again. Which, because he has his vibranium arm, I assume this is not a flashback. Yeah, he yanks that and then it makes this go up. Which is that is crazy amount of strength. Even if it was going forward too, it was driving away from him. But nah, he's still powered through it like a champ. What is this? Are these like brainwaves or something? What's going on here? They're in a lab of some kind. Or it seems to be. But yeah, man, she kicked that guy. Okay, so I assume they're transporting something in this truck. Maybe Bob? Maybe Bob was put to sleep and they have to save him? Or maybe not. Maybe he's just driving. Okay, but here's a symbol. And it looks pretty good. You got the S there going down to make the S of the S. That's pretty cool. I like it. I think the symbol's pretty neat. I wonder if he'll get a suit. Well, he probably will get a suit by the end of the movie. But we don't know. And yeah, elevator shot. Great. Very great. Taskmaster doesn't seem to be... Well, she's probably huddled up over here behind the mask that is Red Guardian. Otherwise, she's probably just... I don't know, not here. But yeah, but I like how Taskmaster is still... Even if all the people are wearing their... their masks and such, they take it off for some reasons. But then there's Taskmaster who doesn't seem to want to. Which I kind of get. Yeah, and I'm curious what building is this. I don't think this is Avengers Tower, because, you know, wasn't that said to be bought out by Fisk, right? Either Fisk or Fantastic Four. But we don't know. So this seems to be elsewhere. Yeah, but she's back here, but she's still wearing a mask. So adorable. And I believe she's just saying that to Yelena, because she definitely is. Look at her. She's great. She deserves all the happiness in the world, despite all the things she's had to deal with for the last year. Losing her sister, losing herself in the snap, the blip, whatever you prefer. But I like Thunderbolts, and they put the little star thing at the end, which I think is what they do in the comics. And you have, is this a thing they use in the Hulk? Those sonic cannon, or is that just a light? And yeah, you have, yeah, she's bulletproof as one gets shot into the cargo and hits there. But in all fairness, it does seem to block somewhat, because you got this little thing here, like, bink, bink, bink. And, I mean, you don't see the trail of it, but I assume... Bink. Or is it? Bink. There we go. I assume this is still somewhat bulletproof. As he says, he's not a liar. Like I have in this car, I think it's Yelena, I think. Or not Yelena, what am I talking about? This is Ghost. But yeah, he blocks it with a shield, which is a good way of doing it. And he says, what happened to bulletproof? Which is a good question. Yeah, he's bulletproof-ish, which is very based. But yeah, this is a nice car. If it's a whole limo, I think. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, then this gets blown up. But I assume that's what Bucky was catching up to. He was blowing up all these cars so he can get to... Okay, so Yelena is there. So he can catch up to these guys. And he has like a... But yeah, I like how he's the first one to notice and recognize. Is that Bucky? And you know bro's looking scared after what Bucky did to him in the series. But yeah, oh yeah, he was wearing shades. Look at him. Bro, you're trying so hard, but also you have to... You were trying so hard, but you cannot get past the Winter Soldier imagery. I guess he just always has it in him. But then he pulls out this, which is very similar to what he blew up Nick Fury in the Winter Soldier. But yeah, that's not good. And pink. Boosh. which you know everybody's gonna survive, but it's like crazy too, because like you don't expect that. And that's it. May 2025. Only in theaters. Film not rated. But even though you know it'll be PG-13, it'll still be very great because most of the MCU has been. And we look forward. Okay, this is my reaction to the Thunderbolts teaser trailer. Please let me know, what are your thoughts on this movie? Do you like all the returning characters? Do you want more characters return? How do you feel about Bob? Do you like him as much as everyone else does? I don't know. Please let me know. Anyways, yeah, this has been my reaction to the Thunderbolts teaser trailer. Please like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. My name is ANDAY. Let me know if you want to watch more trailers. I've been trying to go and branch into whatever is I like, so I can watch the trailers for new movies and new shows, because I like them a lot. Anyways, yeah, my name is ANDAY. This has been my reaction to the Thunderbolts. Please let me know, what are your thoughts on this movie, and are you excited to watch it? Anyways, yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. I said my name is ANDAY like 3 times.